Hello friends and meisters, welcome back to more Escapery. From last we left off, we were just discussing BP after escaping the infirmary. We go into the AB rooms, right? Look, we even got these fancy key cards. I'm assuming that's what they're for. Kay and Quirk both got 2, so we have 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Oh, so they have to go together then. I do remember that.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes, yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game, just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I'd hazard a guess, maybe the word ambidextrous? That's the only thing I can think of that sounds similar to it.
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Wow, Kay. You just have all the knowledge, don't you? It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the nonary game?
That refers to the whole enchilada. The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The Ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it?
No, it's pretty simple. Escape for the number 9 door and play the minigames to do so. At least I think it is.
Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Beto?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please? I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion who'd go into which room or door. Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Looks like everyone else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay. I'm still a harpy, I see, Fi. Or Fi.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? The game's got a time limit too? What? What? What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Guys, you might want to get over here. I think there's a dead body. We found someone. It's a lady. She's unconscious or dead. Scratch that. I think unconscious. She's still breathing. I didn't wait for a response. Just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that was greeted us was... Oh my god, she was dead. Ah, I guessed it. Blood. He's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. With shaking hands, I felt against her cheek for a pulse. No movement. Just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay, come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah, she's not breathing. I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you? You don't just fall on a sharp object like that.
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of broken ribs if a giant metal arm burst through their heart.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
I can agree with that. EOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But, whatever the reason, Tenmayoji only stared. Whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It's more like he was staring towards us, a smoldering spark. Something silently burning behind his gaze. Does he know her? It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I really realized Tenmayoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, moving slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. That's a strange reaction. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We sat her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful. Almost like she's going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Oh, let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
What?
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
But you're a doctor. Oh, okay.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
No, I guess you can't.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes. I think I should be able to manage that.
Okay, have at it. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female. Estimated age, 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, oxidation. Estimated time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through fourth intercostal piercing heart. Or costal. Wound margin, clean, continuous. Wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity, 150 millimeters. 30 in length, 3 in width. Okay, so the conclusion, based on the characteristics described above, there is a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh, that's a really handy machine. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? No! Sigma! You never seen a crime show? That's a weapon.
It means a tool of some sort.
A tool, a weapon, yes.
A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Phi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Well, we also were gone for probably a solid hour or 2 while we were going for the other doors.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he'd locked all the hatches.
True. Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not jump to conclusions now.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero, the person who brought us here, is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say.
Well, it's an option.
He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of the game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh, what was
I
that?
don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said, Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Can't say he's wrong, but I can't say he's right.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, He told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
True. Maybe we can learn something more about these rooms. We're really going in there? I kind of don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago.
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
Yeah, she's gonna haunt us and cause all sorts of wacky stuff to go on and we'll never get out. No, of course not. It's just... Doesn't it bother you?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course, but there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, you're pretty cold, you know that. No, I was thinking, I actually agree with her. There's not a lot you can do, and if we have to go in the room anyways, thinking about it's not going to help.
I prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much the definition of cold. Or we can just call her collected. The softer word to use.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
What? What is it? You find a ghost or something?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
A screen? The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you've entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Okay. And there goes the door.
Yep.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who's that old what?
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
That was like 2 questions, Zero.
The other
All?
in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but BO is especially loud.
I do not doubt that.
For real, BO. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I better hurry and explain all this stuff or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on.
Okay.
No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
What? I'm gonna log it. Did I skip anything? Okay, no, I thought I skipped something there for a second.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Ten Yoldi and went through the yellow door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Ten Yoldi. And it goes the other way too. Ten Yoldi's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Mooney, and Bio and Quark's enemy will be Alas. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
What? Don't get it? Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
Oh my god, I love all these voice changes. Reminds me of a certain AI from Danganronpa.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
Yes.
All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Creative names.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely zero change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most. You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here, too.
I see, even with the BP.
The 2 of you only get 1 vote.
Oh. I figured as much.
You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then, I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
What? No, tell us now.
After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait!
No, I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
We got told.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
Huh. Thanks for the good wishes.
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper,
We
scissors?
have to decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it. 1, 2, 3.
Scissors.
Paper.
I win! Haha! Fee, take that, you harpy. Or Vi. Ah, looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
I guess ally.
We're playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
No, but he made a dirty joke. It can't be all bad. I guess not.
Yeah. If he does, what does that make our BP?
Well, we'd be down 1 point each. But that's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
When will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. I don't have all the answers. But Fi, it's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, can't get to 9 BP if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or betray?
3, 2, 1.
Can I pick now? It's getting close. That last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. Betrays us, we might be in trouble. Scolding look earlier. I don't think he was mad at us. Like I said, I think it might have something to do with that lady. I'm kind of interested. Oh, okay, let's do ally. I hope I don't regret this. I refuse to believe he's bad.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
You have Tenmyoji as our buddy. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What happened to make him like that?
So you chose ally, huh?
You don't get to complain, you lost. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Oh, you worry too much. I'm sure Tenmyoji chose ally too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Oh, well, you don't know much about me then, Fi.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Well, let's go. We should have a look at these results.
Fine.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Yeah!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Oh, that's some nice artwork. I like it. Please? Tenmyoji, why? You asshole!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
I thought we had a thing going. We shared a dirty joke.
Sigma. Phi, I'm sorry.
Why, Tenmyoji? Why? Trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
See? I told you.
Yeah, don't pull it over my head, Phi.
A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
But I was hoping some good in our old man friend here. Just tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why'd you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose.
Oh, harsh.
You think I had a choice? Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Tenmyoji shuffled off. Him weight I'd seen earlier sitting heavy on his shoulders. It was only then that I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey!
Oh, Alice isn't happy.
What the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose ally, I swear to God. But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray? No!
No. Don't tell the beautiful woman I betrayed her.
I didn't do anything!
Oh, Dio.
I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
You just wait.
Uh-oh. Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark would reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
You know what? I actually believe it was Dio that pressed it, but I can't say for sure. I moved away silently to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that there wasn't the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Well, I guess I'm the only one that believes in the good in other people.
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. The grim omen of darker times to come.
Zero, when does the next round start?
That's a good way to create some friction between the teams. I see why it's a thing now.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are. So, let me just close them.
So we basically have to find another key card then, I'm assuming?
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon round. Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Oh, they all have different symbols. Okay. Moon cards? That mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long they'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Oh.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points.
That's an outcome too, I guess.
After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open.
Worries me. One person can just run out and then no one else can follow.
If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,09,004,897.
We'd probably be dead by then.
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
I guess. There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
So?
Oh, what about the number 9 door? Is there a limit? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What?
There's a sort of scanner between the two doors. It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
It's scanning the bracelets. Reminds me of the last game.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
Wait, hold on a minute. Thing even come off?
No, yes!
And I have a feeling I know how.
They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's two ways.
Go through the number 9 door or die, right?
The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Theo, I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do.
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
I was right.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that.
Yep, the penalty.
But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
What?
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
Next round.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Yes.
Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney.
Where's my name on that list?
Or maybe everyone.
Ah. What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
You could have told us that before the last round.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Oh, needles.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose Ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier? Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
Not wrong. Good reason to be pissed off. Your life's on the line.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
I took a moment to go over everything in my head. Okay, so the AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. This is an onery game. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors can only be opened by any number of people, or can be opened by any number of people as long as you have the right bracelets. Bracelets will only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or your heart stopped. If BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Uh-oh! One last thing.
Okay, what else did you leave out?
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green.
Yes?
That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Huh. My color's changed. It's magenta now.
Mine's magenta too.
Me too. Hey, wait. It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. Mix things up a bit. Looks like Clover and I are still pairs, though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me.
Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah, says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Back when the AV gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And no rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Huh?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
Why are you getting all teary-eyed?
I'll never see you guys again. Did you really think I was gonna cry? Suckers!
No, I expected as much. Like I said, cold-hearted AI.
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick. Actually, that's a rabbit, Sigma.
You mad? Oh. Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
I actually expected her to say, "You mad, bro?"
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
You want to squeeze a computer, Dio? That would hurt your hands quite a bit. That sounds gross. You don't really want to think about that. Your hands would be a mess, man.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, about 42 minutes, true.